That's that long E sound. E, okay? This is really common when the letter I is at the end of a word. Remember, before we learned that sometimes the letter I at the end of a word can be pronounced with that I, like in alibi or fungi. But the most common way to pronounce the letter I when it's at the end of a word is E. E. Think of words like taxi. Taxi. In the word taxi, you've got that E at the end. In the word mini. Mini. This is a cool word because you've got two I's. The first one, I, mi, ni. And then the second one, E, mini. Okay? Mini. Mini. The mini taxi. Also in popular foods like pepperoni and salami and sushi. Okay? Pepperoni, salami and sushi. But in other really common words that you will know too, like, for example, FIFA. FIFA, the football organisation FIFA. And then ski, ski, okay? All of these have that long E sound for the letter I. So try this practice sentence to master this one. The elite mini taxi took us to eat sushi and salami. The elite mini taxi took us to eat sushi and salami. You'll notice that word elite there, elite. Really cool word to learn in English. Make sure you know this word. It'll help you on some exams. It's an advanced English word. Elite, elite. Hopefully, after you've finished watching all of my videos, you will be elite at speaking English, okay? You will be an elite English speaker, okay? Elite. Practice this sentence again. The elite mini taxi took us to eat sushi and salami. The elite mini taxi took us to eat sushi and salami. E. This is how it is pronounced in the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E. E. We make this sound, watch closely, E. E. Your lips widen a little bit and your tongue sort of hovers. E. 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 Sometimes people call this the long E, but don't always use that because it doesn't have to be very, very long. It can be E, 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 okay? But the important thing is that your mouth gets wide. E, E, E. We find this in really common words. It's very important because it's found in super common words like he, or she, or we, or me. And also the verb to be. Okay? Practice with me. He, she, we, me, and to be. To be. Okay? If you want to practice that better or faster, try going through all of them. He, she, we, me, be. He, she, we, me, be. He, she, we, me, be. Okay? And you'll get that sound really, really natural. Really, really natural. Okay? We can also pronounce the letter E as E in words where it is a stressed syllable. So take a look at the word female. Female. Okay? Female, the stressed syllable is the first part of that word. Fee. And you can see the letter E there, that's the stressed part. E. So often in many words in English, when the E is the stressed part, we pronounce it E. Take a look at evening, 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 okay? And female. And even secret, secret, okay? Female, secret, evening. In those words, one syllable is stressed. The syllable with the letter E at the beginning is stressed. So we pronounce it E. Be careful because there are many exceptions to this rule. But in many words, when the E is stressed, we pronounce it E. Okay? You'll also find this pronunciation of the letter E in words like Chinese or Vietnamese or Japanese. Okay? E-S-E, any word with E-S-E, that E-S-E is pronounced ease, ease, okay? This is because of something called magic E. Don't worry, Magic E we're going to look at the end of today's lesson. But for now, look at words like theme and scene. You can also see they have E, then a consonant, and then another E. That final E is called Magic E. Okay? And that's one of the reasons why we pronounce these E. Japanese, Chinese, okay? Vietnamese, and theme and scene. Okay? Practice those words. We also pronounce the letter E as E in Greek words. That means words in English that come from the ancient Greek language. Okay? Words like Hercules. You know the really famous strongman? Hercules, Hercules, okay? But also plurals of Greek words. So the single word oasis, if you change that to the plural, which means many of, you just add es, oases. Same with crisis becomes crises, and thesis becomes theses, okay? That es on the end of words here is always pronounced ease, because they're taken from Greek, okay? So practice Hercules, Hercules, and theses, and crises, and oases. Also, we often pronounce the letter E as E in words where it appears next to an A. So the letters EA together. If you look at words like jeans, jeans, or meat, 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 or even teacher, 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 teach, okay, and reach. That EA here together is pronounced as the E, okay? So practice with me. Teacher, teach, jeans, a nice pair of jeans, and meat, meat, okay? This is the same when we have two letter E's together, E. In words like free. Everybody loves free stuff, right? Free. And agree, agree. And the animal, bee, okay? Bzz, the buzzing bee. Bee, agree, and free. So when you see words with two E's together, it's normally pronounced long E sound. E, agree, be, and free. Sometimes when you see the letters E and I together, E and then I, in words like protein, protein, ceiling, ceiling, and receipt, receipt, okay? When you go to buy something, you will get a receipt. The E before the I is sometimes, not always, be careful because there are many exceptions, sometimes E before I is also pronounced E in English. E. The best way to learn this is to listen to each new word, okay? Ask a native speaker or look up on an online dictionary for the sound of each word when you learn it. So you know, is this EI pronounced E or not? Okay? So, protein, ceiling, and receipt. Receipt. Okay? Also, we can turn it around. Instead of the E before the I, we can put the I before the E. And that combination of letters is also pronounced E in words like peace, peace, and briefcase. Briefcase. When you go to work, you carry a briefcase. Also, in the word believe, believe, you'll see the final syllable there, leave, is I-E-V. So I-E-V-E. Believe, believe. Okay? So, E before I can be pronounced sometimes E, and also I before E can sometimes be pronounced E too. Okay? Believe, peace, and briefcase. Finally, there are some special words in English where E is at the end of the word and it's pronounced E. Usually, they're words that are borrowed from other languages, especially Japanese. So words like karate, karate, or karaoke, karaoke, both of those end in E, but they're borrowed from another language. So we put the E at the end as a E E sound, okay? Practice again, karaoke, karaoke, and karate, karate. Okay, so let's try some practice sentences with this pronunciation of the letter E. She is free to believe there is a bee on the ceiling. She is free to believe there is a bee on the ceiling. Practice with me. She is free to believe there is a bee on the ceiling. Your turn. Okay, she is free to believe there is a bee on the ceiling. You'll see all of the different spellings in that sentence. And hopefully, the more you practice that sentence, you'll be able to get a good feel for when we pronounce the letter E as E. Okay? You can also try this sentence. We see Chinese jeans on the beach. We see Chinese jeans on the beach. Okay, practice with me. We see Chinese jeans on the beach. Your turn.